We're ready for some basketball. The Muskies and the Road Purples. Vegas gold numbers and trim. Bettendorf comes out in the home whites, black and gold trim. Black numbers.
These numbers on these uniforms are much easier to read than the girls' game.
Yes.
With the yellow numbers from the white jerseys and the purple on purple or black on purple for Muscatine.
Yes, no doubt about it. Wakefield jumps and Bettendorf controls a tap. Alexander gets it over to Feller. He walks it over half court. Feller on the left wing, over for Gist. Now it's back to Wakefield. Wakefield drives baseline on Hahn. Tries to feed it inside, but it's picked up now out front by Feller. They feed it into the big guy,
offensive
Hayes.
Foul.
And he hooks Wieskamp in the post. Offensive foul and Muskie basketball.
Yeah, that big left chicken wing just came in, and he totally took advantage. And the ref was right all over it.
Muskies split with Bettendorf a year ago. They beat him, or they lost here and beat him at home on cake auction night. And that was a team that went to the state tournament a year ago. Wieskamp over to Melendez, not a Falk in the left wing. Jack tries to go baseline on Hayes. Now he kicks it back to Hutton. They feed Wieskamp. He's triple teamed, throws it back to Melendez. Ball almost stolen. Good hustle by Bettendorf, but Antonio runs it down. Now Alexander almost takes it away. There's Melendez. Cross-court pass, not a Falk. Looks at a baseline three, but turns it down. Muskies haven't shot yet. We've played a minute.
Important to see who's going to be the other people who are scoring for Muscatine tonight.
Wieskamp out high on Wakefield. Bounce pass for Falk. Jack drives the lane, gets it to Melendez. He tries to feed Hahn and is stolen away by Alexander, and here come the Bulldogs. Alexander in the front court pounds a dribble over for Feller. Feller to Gist. Now it's to Wakefield. Wakefield back out front. Feller bounces it to Alexander at the elbow. He tries to feed it. Falk steals it, and here come the Muskies. Jack splits the defense down the lane. Shot no good. Rebound Feller, and here come the Bulldogs.
Neither team has been able to get a shot off yet.
Very sloppy early. Alexander to Gist. Gist back to Alexander. Pump fake on Melendez. Corner now Feller. Feller drives baseline. Tries to feed Hayes. Now it's Gist for a wide open three. No good. Rebound cleared by Josh Hutton. Here come the Muskies. No score. We played. There's Wieskamp baseline and a foul on Hayes, and that'll be his second early on. So we've played less than 2 minutes, and the big guy has 2 fouls.
Yeah, really nice job there by Joe, and he got it, and that's his MO. He gets it, he goes hard to the rim, and Wakefield, or Hayes, excuse me, was just not ready for it.
Parker checks in for Hayes. Hayes is just a sophomore, but he was by far their tallest player in the lineup. Muskies have length.
And he's a wide-bodied 6'6".
There's a pass to Hutton on the elbow. All over the floor is Bettendorf. They pick up the turnover as Josh dribbles into double team. Now Alexander in the front court. He swings it out front for Parker. There's almost a three by Feller, but he backs off. Just now tries to feed it inside to Wakefield, and it's slapped away. Muskie ball. Here comes Melendez. Antonio Wieskamp, deep three, right wing, back iron, no good. Ball tapped around and cleared by Alexander. Down the floor for the Bulldogs is Feller.
The NBA three there for Joe.
Corner now for Parker. Parker to Wakefield. Wakefield, left wing guarded by Hahn. Cross-court pass to Alexander. He steps into a long three, good. Ty Alexander knocks it down, and his three-zip Bettendorf. 5 minutes to play here in the first. First basket of the game. There's Melendez, right wing. Out front for Hutton. Hutton gets it to Wieskamp. Joe puts on the deck on Alexander, now to Melendez. Bettendorf coming out aggressive here. Falk for three, shot no good. Ball tapped by Hahn and picked up by Alexander. Here come the Dogs.
There's almost a cheer that comes out of the Bettendorf bench and the fans every time Joe passes the ball.
That is a win. That's a win for an opposing team if Wieskamp's not getting shots up. There's Alexander again, short, no good, and the rebound jump ball between Wieskamp and Parker, and this will go to the Muskies.
Yeah, right now the shooting is there's only been 3 field goal attempts by Bettendorf and just 2 for Muscatine. So it's the shots are few and far between so far this first quarter.
Bettendorf was embarrassed Saturday, and you can tell they want to redeem themselves. They're playing really hard early here. Now it's Hahn. He feeds Wieskamp, slapped out of bounds by Alexander. They're doing what most teams do. They're doing really what North Scott did. They got a guy in Joe's chest, and as soon as he moves, another guy runs at him. Always facing tough defense. They're double teaming on the inbounds right now. They get it to Hahn, now to Melendez. Melendez out high to Wieskamp. Joe. It feeds Lex Hahn. Shot on the way. Good. Lex Hahn knocks it in, and it's 3-2 as Lex powers it up. Coach Belger, I think, wanted the Muskies in a press after a make. They didn't get there. He's not happy. Alexander, left wing. Elbow to Gist. Gist out high. He swings it over for Wakefield. That's Feller. Now it's back to Wakefield. Wakefield out on the right wing, guarded by Hahn. He goes in, step back.
Good block.
Blocked by Lex Hahn. In the lane, back to Alexander. I thought so too, Joel.
And the official saying the ball was not possessed.
There's Feller. Feller guarded by Melendez. Now to Gist. 3:20 to play in the first, only 3-2. Bettendorf by 1. Parker out for Gist at the elbow. Now he turns, 15-footer, rolls in. Nice shot by Trevor Fuller, and it's 5-2 Bettendorf. That matches their biggest lead of 3. Wieskamp goes baseline left, cross court to Hahn, shot on the way, blocked by Wakefield and cleared by Parker. Here comes the Bulldogs. Good look for the Muskies.
Nice pass by Wieskamp. Lex just got to keep that ball a little bit higher and finish stronger.
Bettendorf in the corner now as it's Parker. Parker at the elbow. Bounce pass. Throws it into Alexander. Back to Parker. Back to Alexander. He'll step into a left wing 3. Rattles short. And Wieskamp high in the air for the rebound. And here come the Muskies. 2:36 to play in the first quarter. 5-2 Bettendorf. Melendez with a long 3. Back iron. No good. Rebound cleared by Wakefield. And here come the Bulldogs. Alexander in the front court. Out high for Parker. And Bettendorf resets. Gist picks his dribble up. Almost drug the puppy. And now it's Wakefield. Back to Parker. He's guarded by Wieskamp. Joe hounded him out front. And now they get it to Gist. Feller now. He's in the corner. Good defense by Melendez all over him. And Antonio takes it away from him. Great defense by Melendez. And here come the Muskies. Hutton down the floor. Gets it for Wieskamp. Joe behind the back dribble out top. Almost stolen it is, but it's picked up by Hahn. Into Hutton and the block. Josh lays it up and in. 5-4, Bettendorf by 1 now with 1:35 left in the first quarter. They're running so many guys at Joe. Other guys are going to have to get to the basket for the Muskies. Alexander out high. Now it's back to him. Pump fake on Falk. Steps into a 16-footer short and a rebound Wieskamp. Here come the Muskies. Chance to take the lead. Joe steps into a deep 3. Splash. Joe Wieskamp buries it, his first basket, and it's 7-5 Muskies, and we got a timeout, a 30-second timeout. Bettendorf. We're going to leave it right here. 1:12 to play in the first, and the Muskies lead 7-5.
Yeah, with just a minute left in the first quarter, and that's Wieskamp's first points. But the shots have been limited the whole quarter. I mean, it's only a 7-5 ball game, and that one was deep. And you could tell once he got that rebound that he was going to figure out a way to get a shot off on that possession.
Well, that's when Joe can get it against this. When you're walking up against a half court, they're setting up, but the open court, Joe's got to take advantage of those opportunities because they can't recover as quick. But, Joel, what's amazing is Bettendorf to this point has really outworked and outplayed the Muskies.
Yeah.
But because of Wieskamp, it's 7-5. He just came down and launched a 25-footer.
And their leading scorer is obviously gone, but that doesn't mean that they can still play with their intense effort and bring the things that they can do. And so you're seeing that from them. And hopefully, for Muscatine's sake, the points will be still hard to come by.
Muskies in a 2-2-1 full-court trap there, and now they get it to the corners. Bettendorf's got a couple of new guys that have checked in. Wellman has checked in to the Bettendorf lineup, along with number 35, Blake Tyler.
Who'd they call that foul on?
Did not catch who the foul was on that time. There's Gist out front now for Wellman. Wellman swings it over. There's a 3 by Feller. No good. Rebound Wieskamp, and here come the Muskies. 45 seconds playing the first. Wieskamp, the hesitation dribble. We got a foul on Tyler. That'll be his first, the third on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, again, he gets that ball on the rebound, and he is just going, is Joe, and that's some of his best offense comes in those transition buckets.
Peter Bauer is checked in, a senior. There's Jack Falk out high now. Over to Hahn. Back to Falk. Trying to feed it to Joe. They got him double on the box, and there's Melendez back out high for Falk. They get it to Wieskamp now. Joe steps back, and he's double-teamed, and he's fouled again, I believe, by Tyler.
That's 2 quick fouls there on Tyler.
This one's actually on 21. This is on Tyler Wallman.
Okay.
So that'll be the fourth on Bettendorf, the first on Wallman. They both just checked in, and look at him.
Yeah,
Joe,
it's the whole.
if Chad can get this on tape, they've double-teaming Joe on the inbounds completely. There's Hutton to inbounds. Throws it out for Falk. They're doing all they can to deny Joe the basketball, which is smart. I mean, you know, and there's Joe going baseline, crossover, lays it up and in. Joe beats a double team and the help to lay it in, and it's 9-5 Muskies.
And Bettendorf doesn't have a lot of size on the floor right now. They have about 3 or 4 6-foot guys, and Muscatine's got 6'5" and 6'6" respectively, and Hahn and Wieskamp. Nice pump fake. Just
with a great fake and a 15-footer at the end of the first quarter. It's the Muskies 9, the Bulldogs 7. After 1 quarter of play, Joe with 5, Lex and Josh each with 2. And Joel, we were just talking off the air for a minute. If you're Bettendorf, you sit there and you go, we did everything right in that first quarter, and we're down 9-7. And I think they did everything right. They played about as well as they can right now.
It's also just bonkers that there were only 16 total points scored in that first quarter.
Right, and that's the pace I think they know they need to play at. They don't want this to get loose with Joe on the run. There's Feller. He swings it over to Alexander, who's checked back in. Now it's Parker. Parker drives in the paint, kicks it out to Wellman for 3. Short, no good. Rebound, Jackson Falk, and there's a jump ball. This one will go to the Bulldogs.
Actually, it looks like it's Muscatine
ball.
It is. Because we started the second quarter.
Correct,
so.
we did. We had a quarter change. Bryce Howard has checked into the Muskie lineup now.
But just on cue, 6 passes Bettendorf had before that shot went off.
That's right.
Almost like we were talking about.
Yep. Gina Hackman and Hoosiers. There's Wieskamp between the leg dribble down the lane and scrum on the floor. Bettendorf comes up with another jump ball. This will go to the Dogs. Joe's on the deck with 4 Bulldogs to get that one.
Coach Belger's asking, how was that not a foul?
Yeah, I was surprised too. It's got to be something.
It's either offensive or defensive.
Right.
It's not a no call.
Muskie's in that 2-2-1 pressure. Alexander, the Muskies try to trap. Over and back, but no call. Falk with the steal. Jack down the lane. Pump fake up. No good, but Jack will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good job by Jack to get that steal and do the Wade-looking Bill pump fake special. Get the guy up in the air.
Wade-looking Bill. Nice.
Pride of
nice
Fort
reference.
Dodge? Is he from Fort Dodge? I don't know.
Might have been. Wakefield with the foul. Jackson will go to the line. He's 61% on the season. He'll shoot 2. And his free throw is good. Falk in the scoring column. And the Muskies go up 10-7.
Big free throws here.
Second free throw by Jack. No good. Jack splits him. And the Muskies lead 10-7 with 7:15 left here in the first half. There's Wakefield to Alexander. He dribbles out of the trap ahead. There's a 3-ball Feller. Back iron, no good. Bettendorf's getting some looks. Can't knock him down. And Wieskamp runs down another board. And here come the Muskies. Joe in the front court. Steps into a long 3. Short, no good. Rebound. Howard up and in and a foul. Bryce Howard with a strong rebound and putback.
Great job there by Bryce on that 3-point attempt by Wieskamp. Using that big 6'7" frame, getting the board and keeping the ball up high, going right up and getting the old-fashioned 3-point play chance.
Howard's free throw on the way, back iron, no good. But Bryce gets the bucket. 12-7 Muskies, 6:50 to play in the first half. Alexander
stepped out.
Almost stepped out. Avoided the trap, but now he kicks it over for Wakefield. He drives in on Hahn. Turnaround on Lex, and there's a foul on the floor on Lex Hahn. And Coach Belger thought he traveled, and frankly, I think he did too.
Yeah. getting an explanation, which usually
means no, you're wrong, Coach.
Uptown Motors bringing you Muskie basketball along with U Sports Foundation and affordable metal manufacturing.
Bettendorf has Alexander, Bauer, Wakefield, Gist, and Feller on the floor. There's Bauer, swings it to Gist. Muskies with Hutton, Wieskamp, Howard, Folk, and Hahn. There's a 3 left wing, no good. Wieskamp clears yet another rebound, and here come the Muskies. Hutton pushes tempo in the front court. Josh picks it up. Now he gets it to Joe. Joe goes left wing, spin move, lays it up.
Ooh.
No, misses the layup, and a rebound cleared by Bauer. Good drive by Joe, just fell short. Now they get it over. There's a 3 by Wakefield, deep 3, and it's no good. Rebound cleared by Bryce Howard, and there's a foul, and I think it's on Tyrell Alexander.
Yeah, that was a high arcing 3 that was long. And so can you go up and grab the rim like he did on that rebound?
It's a second foul on Alexander and the 7th on Bettendorf. So the Muskies, even though Bettendorf came out with this aggressive style, the Muskies going to be able to cash in at the line the rest of the half here. Howard at the line, 0 for 1 tonight. Comes into this game only at 17% on the season. So Bryce can atone for himself and knock these down right here. Free throw on the way by Bryce is good.
His shot looks good. I mean, it's just a matter of consistency, I think, for him.
Big throw there. The Muskies with their biggest lead of 6. Second free throw by Howard, no good. No rebound cleared by Hahn, lays it up, no good. Lex with another shot, but he fouled. He missed the first one and went for the second one, and he went over the back and committed the foul. So Lex Hahn with 2 now. 6:07 to play in the first half. The Muskies lead 13-7. Cooper Zeck will check in for Hahn to preserve those. Keep him in the game with 2. Good aggressiveness by Lexo. Yeah. Always hustling.
Yeah, he got the offensive rebound and was just unable to convert, and then unfortunately had that next foul.
Wakefield in the backcourt. Muskies in that 2-2-1 pressure. Now they get it up to Gist. Gist gets it to Bauer in the middle. Over. Now there's a 3 by Feller, and he knocks this one down. He hits the open shot, and it's 13-10. Muskies by 3. Hutton now in the front court. Loses it, picks it back up. Now he gets it to Wieskamp, way out high. He's guarded by Parker. He drives over to Melendez. Antonio throws into Cooper Zeck. Zeck shot on the way, no good, and a rebound cleared by Gist. And here comes Bettendorf. Feller down the lane. Cross-court pass now. Wakefield to take a 3 left wing. Short, no good, rebound Howard. Bryce Howard giving the Muskies great minutes off the bench.
Really good box out there.
Melendez to Wieskamp. Wieskamp guarded by Gist. Joe steps into a deep 3. Short, no good, and the rebound. On the floor, cleared by Howard. I think he might have got away with a travel. Now Wieskamp with a shot up. And
intentional foul.
Tackled from behind. That should be either an intentional or it is an intentional foul.
And it was immediate. It was immediately called that.
Cheap shot grab on a layup by the Bettendorf player. Unnecessary for sure.
It was Parker.
Parker with the grab. He went to grab Joe right away. He knew he shouldn't have done it, but nonetheless, there's a foul and there's something more than a foul. Unnecessary. Wieskamp didn't like it. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and the free throw is good by Joe.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that gets me a little worked up.
Second free throw by Wieskamp is good, and I guarantee you, he's not happy right now.
Yeah.
and you can tell he's going down to the cold to get a little, might have a little blood or something, but he's going to be right back in. He hustles down. 15-10 Muskies with 5:06 left here in the first half.
U Sports Foundation and Uptown Motors bringing you Muskie basketball.
There's Zeck to Melendez. And there's Joe on the blocks. Turnaround shot on the way, no good, and the rebound tapped. And Cooper Zeck runs it down. He's pushed out of bounds. It'll be Bettendorf ball.
So it was out on Cooper, but the reason he couldn't secure the ball is because he's being pushed out. That's preposterous.
Vision Center, where are you?
That could
Vision Center non-call of the game. Yeah. There's
only the finest care for your eyes, though. Vision Center PC bringing you Muskie basketball all winter long.
Gets it in the front court now for Parker. He swings it over for Feller. Now to Blake Tyler. Tyler in the corner guarded by Wieskamp. Rubs off a screen. Elbow jumper on the way. No good, and a rebound tapped and cleared by Melendez for the Muskies. Here come the Muskies. Antonio Melendez over to Wieskamp. Wieskamp bounces it for Hutton. Hutton goes baseline, picks it up to Howard. Back to Josh. Hutton with 2 points. There's Wieskamp left wing. He's double teamed. He throws it to Hutton. Now to Melendez. Out high for Hutton. Now to Melendez. Now they get it to Wieskamp, and there's a foul on Tyler. I think that's his third.
I agree.
I know they don't care. They're going to let him use some fouls, but you're going to put Joe Wieskamp at the line, who's shooting on the season, I believe, 90%, but let me double-check my stat sheet here. 89%, I'm off.
And quite a few attempts.
Wieskamp's free throw is good. 12 for 12 was he. Friday night at Central, I believe he missed 2 against Prairie. Wieskamp makes the first, second free throw good. Joe makes a pair, and the Muskies go up 17-10. Their biggest lead of the night. There's Bauer, stolen
Nice
away
steal
by Wieskamp. Joe in a crossover down the lane, lays it up and in. Wieskamp now with, how many does he have, Joel? Do you know? We can't see the scoreboard.
I know, I've got him with 8 now. Or actually, no, 9. I have him with 9 points.
9 points for Wieskamp.
And I think he's actually at 11 because I forgot 2 free throws.
Yeah, there's Feller with a shot. That's good. It's 19-12 now. Muskies by 7. Hutton crosses half court for the Muskies. There's Joe. Joe spin move in the lane. Ball stolen by Bauer on the floor and picked up by Melendez. Back to Wieskamp. Flush City! Joe, thank you very much. And the Muskies go on top 21-12. Wieskamp clapping his hands. He didn't like being tackled, and I knew after that. I've known Joe, and you and I have known him. The competitor in him has come to the top of the mountain here. He's not happy, and he's got something to prove here. Falk spins baseline,
nice
shot
take.
up, and it's no good, but a foul, and Jack will go to the line.
Even though it didn't go down, Jackson Falk still needs to be doing that all game long, being aggressive, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line. That's just going to open it up for Muscatine.
21-12 Muskies. I think Joe has 14. That's my.
Yeah, I'm at 12, and I know I missed a free
I know
throw
folks
thing, yeah.
got 1. Howard, Hutton, and Hahn, I think, each have 2. Jack's at the line now. Free throw by Falk, no good.
Hy-Vee Food Store, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, bringing you the halftime show for all Muskie basketball games. And Muscatine Lumber, Muscatine's only locally owned and operated lumber yard.
Jack 1 for 3 from the stripe tonight. Second free throw on the way, no good for Falk. Jack misses a pair. 2:50 to play here in the first half, and the Muskies lead 21-12.
You got to make those free throws when you get those chances.
There's Bauer, high post now, and he's tied up, and they're going to call a foul on Melendez.
It's that's a foul on Melendez, but it's 10-4 right now in the foul category, and you might say, wow, that seems like a big discrepancy. Well, if you're seeing the defense that Bettendorf is playing, they are holding and grabbing. Right. They're doing everything they can.
Right, and I don't disagree with
that's
the
what
strategy.
they're trying to do. Yeah, it's completely. They're going to push the boundaries as much as they can to disrupt Muscatine's offensive flow. There's a right side now for Gist. He picks his dribble up, feeds the post now to Parker. Parker drives into the lane, pump fake. Now he kicks it over. Feller for 3. Rolls around and out, and Howard gets another rebound for the Muskies. 21-12, Muskies by 9. Hutton in the front court for Falk. He looks at a 3, drives the lane, and he travels. Right idea, just a little anxious with the footwork.
2 minutes left here in the first half. 21-12 Muskies. Muskies by 9. They're in the double bonus the rest of the way. Bettendorf with 10 team fouls. Wakefield swings it over for Parker. Back to Wakefield. Wakefield works on a Bauer screen. Now he splits a double team, lays it up and in. Nice drive by Devin Wakefield. And a foul, I believe, on Bryce Howard, and it is on Bryce.
Bryce is first, I think.
First on Bryce. Lex Hahn on a bench with 2. He's set to the bench with 6 minutes to go in the half here. So Wakefield goes to the line to complete the 3-point play. Free throw on the way is good, and it's 21-15. Muskies now by 6 with 1:50 to play in the first half. Wieskamp walks it over half court for the Muskies. Just out high on him. Joe crosses him over in the lane. Shot on the way, and they call a travel on Wieskamp. As Joe was going up, and a good defense by Bettendorf got their hands on it, and Joe came back to the ground for the travel.
A lot of help when he goes, puts his head down, and I think it was number 41 there, Peter Bauer, who stepped in and held his ground and caused the travel.
There's Wakefield, another screen roll with Bauer. Now Joe steps out on him. He picks it up in the lane, out for Gist. Bettendorf now swings it over to Parker. Parker guarded by Falk. Corner for Gist. He's guarded by Hutton. Another screen roll with Bauer on this one. Now they feed it to Wakefield, guarded by Wieskamp to Bauer. There's Gist. Gist drives into the paint for Parker. Muskies, a good defense, are helping each other out really immensely after those screen rolls. There's Bauer, feeds Feller. Feller tries to get it inside to Wakefield. Ball slapped away, and Melendez chases it down, and it's going to be Muskie ball. Great decision by Antonio not to touch that.
Yeah. Really good of understanding what's going on.
Hutton walks it over for the Muskies. 50 seconds to play in the half, and the Muskies lead 21-15. Hutton pounds a dribble out high. Gets it to Howard. Oh, now Wieskamp and Gist go down in the post. And now there's a foul on Gist. And I'd like, I don't know what. Curtis Clark's halfway out on the court right now.
Yeah. I think he's telling his player to be quiet. Don't say anything to the official.
Right.
He clearly held him. He got away with 2 of them before they called that one.
It is a fun, competitive basketball game, no question about it. Wieskamp's free throw's good. I got Joe, I believe, with 15 of the Muskie 22.
That's what I've got now.
They lead 22-15 now, and Joe's going to get one more. Second free throw on the way, good. Wieskamp makes a pair, and it's 23-15 Muskies with 32 seconds left in the first. There's Feller, guarded by Melendez. Clock at 25. Now just out high. Swings it over for Feller. Feller gets it to Wakefield. Clock at 15.
I'm going to try to play for one shot here, I think.
And now just over for Feller, right wing, back for Wakefield. Screen roll with Parker. Parker now drives baseline, follow-away shot, rolls around, no good rebound, Wieskamp, and we played one half. Lucas Hayes starts the second half for Bettendorf, the 6'5 sophomore. He got 2 quick fouls and really sat for almost the entire first half, so he's back out now to start the second. There's Falk on the left wing to Wieskamp, steps into a 3, no good rebound, Alexander, and here come the Bulldogs. Feller, guarded by Melendez. Antonio with those quick feet gets it to Alexander, who left with 2 fouls himself. Bettendorf did pile up the fouls. There's a drive by Wakefield, no good, and a foul on Hahn. And that's the Muskies' only foul trouble as Lex picks up number 3 right out of the gate here with 7:37 to play in the third, and we'll see if Coach Belger goes to Howard.
And Lex has got to be a little bit careful there. He's frustrated with himself, I think. And I think the official may have taken some offense to that.
Bettendorf ran a nice set out of the halftime thing there for Wakefield. 36% from the line, though, so if you're going to foul somebody, this might be the guy. Misses the first, second free throw on the way. No good. So he misses a pair, no harm there except for Lex's third.
Seventh rebound for Wieskamp.
Joe on his way to another double-double. 15 at the half, now with 7 rebounds. Melendez out high. Lex trying to post up inside on Feller as the Muskies do have that height advantage. Here's Wieskamp. He's guarded by Hayes. Joe looking to take him off the dribble. Joe crossover to Hutton. Now they get it to Folk in the corner back to Josh. He steps into a three. Good, Joshy Hutton. And the Muskies need that. That's a shot Joshy starts knocking down. That's big. 26-15, the Muskies' biggest lead of 11.
That's a big bucket for the left-handed point guard.
2-2-1 pressure for the Muskies. Wakefield, this is how Carton changes the game. If Carton's out there, Muskies probably aren't pressing right now. There's a pass just now in the corner.
Alexander trying to sneak around on the baseline there.
He drives in, pump fake, shot up, blocked by Wieskamp, cleared by Hahn, and here come the Muskies. Looking to build on that 11-point lead. Jack Falk drives the lane, shot on away, offensive foul. As Hayes stepped in front, Jack comes up limping, and the foul's on Falk.
Gets a nice pat on the back, does Falk, from Coach Belger, who appreciated the aggressiveness. Just a nice play by Hayes to establish position.
6.5 to play in the third. Muskies lead by 11. There's Gist driving baseline. Feeds Hayes, shot up. And a foul on Lex Hahn, and that's number 4.
And that's a situation where if Lex doesn't swipe down to that, he might not get that foul.
6:25 left in the third, and Hahn goes to the bench now with 4 fouls as he picks up 2 quick ones in the first minute and a half of the third. Hayes' free throw, no good. He misses. So Bettendorf 0 for 3 from the line to start the second half. Hayes only 50% in the season. And Bryce Howard has checked into the Muskie lineup. Hayes' second free throw, short, no good. Good-looking big player. He's going to be a force before he's done. Big body. Looks like he's got good hands. There's Hutton, bounces it for Falk on the left wing. He's guarded by Wakefield. As Bettendorf's 0 for 4 from the stripe to start the third quarter. There's Hutton. Alexander all over Wieskamp as he gets it on the right wing. Now back out to Hutton. Josh picks his dribble up to Melendez. Muskies reset and taking their time here. Coach Belger calling out a play. They get it to Wieskamp. Joe step back 3, right wing short, no good. Rebound Alexander ahead to Hayes and now to Gist as Bettendorf's in the front court. They get it to Hayes baseline. Out front, Feller steps into a deep 3. Good. Got the friendly roll, and it's 26-18. Muskies by 8 with 5.5 to play in the third.
We got Feller for 10 points there now.
Feller leads Bettendorf with 10. Hutton out high for Melendez. Now they feed it to Wieskamp, but it's stolen back, but Jack picks it up. And now we got a foul on the floor, and it's on Alexander, and that'll be his third.
Nice job to repost that after they got the ball on the scramble. La Morelia bringing you Muskie basketball, home of the Taco Don Julio. I still think we need to figure out a way at a home game to get some of those at halftime or something.
Yeah, that's got to be something we on-air sample. There's Falk trying to muscle up a shot, and Jack's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And
nice inbounds.
That's on Hayes, the sophomore, his third, with 5:14 left in the third. So Hayes with a foul.
Got a blood player coming out with some blood. Looks like that's Tyler.
Blake Tyler comes out of the game. He had 3 fouls in about 4 minutes of play in the first half.
And he's doing exactly what his coach wanted him to do.
Yes, he is. 3 team fouls so far on the Muskies here in the third, and 2 on Bettendorf as Tyler getting tended to. Jackson Falk now getting tended to as he got scratched. As Nicole Calvert's, good thing she brought her tape.
I think they're trying to figure out what the.
So he
they're
can't
going to make
shoot
Falk
the free
come
throw?
out. And so
the Muskies go to Nathan Derricks.
Good.
He has not shot a free throw in the season, but he's going to get an opportunity to shoot 2 here.
But we know Coach Belger certainly sees what he can do in practice.
Free throw on the way, splashes it. Right off the bench. That's Belger going, Nate, get in there. Nice shot by Nate. He'll have his second. The lefty pounds a dribble. Free throw on the way, good. He knocks them both down, and now Jack checks back in. Did his job. Good job.
Good ovation from the Muscatine crowd. They know how hard that is to do.
28-18, Muskies by 10. Nathan Derricks, 2 huge free throws. There's Wakefield, gets it in the middle of the floor to Bauer. Now it's to Feller. The cross-court pass for Parker. Now to Gist. Gist drives into the paint. Nice pass to Wakefield. Shot blocked by Howard. Bryce Howard. Good defense for the Muskies. And here comes Hutton. Now to Melendez. Muskies by 10. Clock at 4:50 here in the third. Wieskamp way out high. Guarded by Wakefield. Puts it on the deck. Joe picks his dribble up, and he's fouled by Gist.
I mean, yeah, he traveled, but he traveled because he was getting pushed from behind.
And that's the third team foul on the Bulldogs.
If you went by the reaction of the Bettendorf assistant coaches, they would haven't committed a foul the entire game.
There's Hutton. He gets it into Falk. Jack wide open three, right wing, no good. Good look for Jack, and Wakefield clears the rebound. Gets it ahead now, and here comes Parker. Parker to Gist, three out of the right corner. No good. Rebound cleared by Wieskamp, and here come the Muskies. Joe in the open court. Drives down the lane. Joe kicks it over to Falk. Another wide open three. Air ball, no good, and a rebound. Gist and a foul on Melendez, and that's the second on Antonio and the fourth on the Muskies.
Wide open look there by Jackson.
Cooper Zek checks in for Jackson Falk. Two good looks for Jack. He'll knock those down. He's just got to stay confident with that shot. 28-18, Muskies lead by 10. 4:21 to play in the third. Bettendorf gets it to Bauer in the middle as they break pressure here now with Wakefield. To Feller. To Parker. Parker on the left wing. Bauer wants it inside on Howard, but they give it to Gist. Just back over to Feller. He'll take a three. Long, no good. Rebound on the floor, and Wieskamp comes out of there with it, but a jump ball.
No, they're going to call a foul on 31.
And it is going to be a foul, and that's going to go on Parker.
He came across the wrist to try to tie that up, and that official was right on it. CBI Bank and Trust, ready and willing to help with all of your financial needs. An integrated therapy specialist, PC, providing quality physical therapy.
Both teams with 4 team fouls. 28-18, Muskies by 10. Hutton now in the front court, over for Melendez. Over to Josh. Josh over to Antonio. Melendez picks it up, feeds it to Hutton. Fall away on the baseline, no good. Rebound tipped up by Wieskamp, no good. Rebound cleared by Wakefield. On the floor, and there's a scrum, and Bettendorf comes out of there with it. Pass ahead for Bauer. Shot almost rejected by Wieskamp. Howard almost got it. I apologize. Bauer lays it in, and it's 28-20. Wieskamp out high, guarded by Wakefield. Goes baseline into a double team. Kicks it back to Melendez, and a timeout, Gary Belger. The Muskies led 23-15 at the half, so Bettendorf's outscored them. Actually, 5-3.
Breakneck pace here in the third quarter.
Actually, 5-5. I got to double check my math. Even Steven. Hutton out front. Picks his dribble up. Now to Melendez. This replay can be seen this Thursday and Friday along with the Cedar Rapids Prairie game from Saturday night. Those will be double dips, 10, 3, and 8 Thursday and Friday on Channel 9 and 709. Hutton, an elbow jumper, rattles around, no good. Tipped up, no good by Wieskamp, and tipped again by Joe. Couple of boards and a putback for Wieskamp. Joe now with 17, and the Muskies go up 10, 30-20. There's a ball stolen by Wieskamp. Joe down the floor, crossover shot on the way, and we got a foul on the floor. And I believe it's going to go on Wellman. Wellman or Wakefield. 15 foul on Bettendorf. Muskies will get it inbounds under their own basket. The girls rebroadcast tonight's game and Friday night's Burlington game will be rebroadcast 10, 3, and 8 on Saturday and Sunday. So the girls rebroadcast 10, 3, and 8 Saturday and Sunday will be Burlington and Bettendorf. The Muskie boys, Prairie, and Bettendorf games will be shown Thursday and Friday, 10, 3, and 8 on Channel 9 and 709.
Getting a little chippy there as they're setting up this double team.
Just a little friendly chatter. Wakefield and Gist to the double team on Wieskamp on the inbounds. Hutton looking to get it in. Throws it out to Cooper Zek. Zek gets it over to Hutton. Now it's Wieskamp. Joe Over to Hutton. Hutton drives the lane. Shot in the way. No good. Rebound. Howard put back up and in. Bryce Howard having himself a game off the bench for the Muskies.
Doing the little things really well. Getting those rebounds. Getting the putbacks.
Parker to Wakefield. Wide open three. No good. Rebound. Run out of bounds. It'll be Muskie basketball. Parker tried to get it, and the Muskies are up 12 now at 32-20 with 2:13 to play in the third.
First National Bank of Muscatine proudly supports Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Visit any of their 4 convenient locations for your banking needs.
Falk will inbounds. Wieskamp, Howard, Zeck, and Hutton for the Muskies. It's Feller, Alexander, Wellman, Parker, and Hayes for the Bulldogs. Wieskamp walks it over half court now for the Muskies.
There's always a convenient mix of players with fouls to give on the floor for Bettendorf.
There's Hutton to Falk. Falk in the right corner. Jack backs down in on Wellman. Tries to throw up a 5-footer. No good. Rebound inside by Wieskamp. Who else? And he's fouled. Joe refuses not to be a part of the game. Any way he can be a part of the game, he is. Whether it's a 3-point shot inside, and he's fouled.
That is a 13-rebound event so far for Joe.
There's a pass inside on the inbounds, and Falk comes out of there with it, gets it to Howard. Howard drives the lane, tries to feed it over to Zeck, but it's intercepted, and here come the Bulldogs. Bettendorf trails the Muskies by 12. There's Feller. He leads Bettendorf with 10. He gets it back. Hutton's on him. Feller feeds it into Hayes on Howard. Now they kick it back to Wellman, to Parker.
Really good defense there by Bryce Howard.
And now they get it to Hayes on the miss.
Yes!
Rejected by Howard, and a foul on Howard. The double team work for Bettendorf as Hayes had Hutton pinned down, but Bryce Howard came from the backside help, looked for the swat. We thought he had it, but he got him across the arms.
Still like the good aggressive play from the senior.
Bryce Howard having his best game of the year, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Hayes at the line, and that's a good sign for the Muskies. Free throw on the way is good. He missed a pair earlier in the quarter, knocks this one down. Melendez checks in for Cooper Zeck. Good minutes again by Cooper Zeck for the Muskies. If you just joined us also, Lex Hahn had 2 fouls early in the second quarter, picked up 2 quick ones early in the third. So he's been sitting for a while, and he's a key member of this team. Hayes' second free throw is good. 32-22.
Trucks Unlimited, the professional truck and trailer repair experts for over 30 years, supports Muscatine Muskie basketball.
1:20 to play in the third. Muskies by 10, 32-22. And this hard-fought Mac Tilt, Wieskamp out high, guarded by Alexander, puts it on the deck. Now he flips it to Melendez. Back to Joe in the paint. Joe spins in the lane. Shot in the way, no. Tapped up, no. Tapped by Howard. Bryce inside rejected, and a foul as Bryce Howard and Joe Wieskamp refused to be denied on the offensive glass.
Both of those guys fighting really hard for rebounds. And honestly, Bryce is benefiting from 3 people blocking Joe out, and he's got a clean look to the rebounds.
Howard will go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw on the way, good. Howard knocks it down.
Nice looking free throw there.
Second free throw by Bryce, good. Howard knocks down a pair. Good stroke by Bryce. And it's 34-22, Muskies by 12, matching their biggest lead.
6 points and 9 rebounds for Bryce.
Oh, and a foul on Howard there as he went up for the block on Bauer. And that'll be Bryce's third. So Hahn has 4, Howard has 3 with 54 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if Zeck checks in for the remainder of the third. Muskies by 12. The first free throw on the way is good by Peter Bauer.
Bosch Pest Control and Temp Associates bringing you Muskie basketball.
Bauer makes a pair for the Bulldogs. 100% on the season, and that didn't change. Hutton walks it over. Muskies by 10. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. Wieskamp out high. Over to Hutton. Clock at 35. Now they get it to Joe, guarded by Alexander. Joe gets it over to Antonio. Melendez away from the basket now, guarded by Feller. And now Hutton. Clock at 20. Coach Belger will probably pull it on, play for one now. Hutton picks it up, back to Wieskamp. Clock at 14. Joe drives baseline, back out to Hutton. Muskies set up with their double high post here, it looks like. Now they back off. Hutton crossover on Feller, gets it to Falk. Jack drives, offensive foul on Jackson Falk. So the Muskies didn't get what they wanted. They ran 40 seconds off the clock and didn't get a shot off. But Bettendorf with only 2 seconds really isn't going to have a good look here. That's a second foul on Jack and the 7th on the Muskies. They get it into Feller. He throws up a half-court shot at the buzzer. No good. We've played 3. We are back at Bettendorf High School. Brian Musell, Joel Crosshauer, Chad Yoakum doing all the taping. We start the fourth quarter. The Muskies lead. Bettendorf 34-24. Feller bounces to Alexander. Wieskamp takes it away. Look out below. Joe Wieskamp gets fouled from behind, or he was going to flush that one down hard. Good foul by Alexander, and Joe go to the line to shoot 2.
Played the ball. Nice steal there by Joe to have a chance to create some own offense.
4th on Alexander. Joe has held to 2 that quarter. He has 17. But what, 13 rebounds, Joel, you have him for?
Yep.
Joe misses a rare free throw.
The foul attrition could start to affect Bettendorf's roster right now.
Wieskamp second is short. Joe misses a pair, and that's extremely rare. Feller brings it up now to Wakefield. Bettendorf trying to cut into the 10-point lead. Wakefield all the way there and missed the layup, and Wieskamp gets yet another rebound. Joe down the lane for the Muskies. Feeds Jackson Falk. Shot on the way, no, but a foul, and Jack will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good move there by Falk. Nicely run secondary break there for Muscatine.
Jack struggled from the line tonight. I look for Jack to knock 2 here. He's a gamer. I'm calling it, Joel. Jack's going to make both of these. He looks at this, steps into it, and I jinxed him. I'm sorry, Jack.
I'm not. I'm just laughing at. We seem to always jinx. It's that broadcaster jinx.
But I'm not going to say I think he's going to miss it, because I really thought he was going to step up and make these. Big game, Jack. Second free throw on the way, good. He knocks the second one down, and the Muskies go up by 11, 35-24. Feller brings it up over half court for the Muskies. Over to Alexander, deep on the right wing, guarded by Wieskamp. Back to Feller in the corner, now to Wakefield. He rubs off a screen. Feller gets it to just over to Wildman. Or excuse me, Alexander. He tries to feed Blake. Tyler has come in, but the ball's been kicked.
Yeah, a little pick and roll there with Tyler and Alexander.
Bettendorf will take it under their own basket. Both these coaches tonight, Clark and Belger, really coaching their kids hard. There's a pass into Gist, out front for Tyler. Tyler swings it over for Feller to Alexander. Bettendorf working the perimeter. Good defense again by the Muskies. Gist out high. Now to Tyler. He works on a Wakefield screen. Feller, corner for Gist. Just steps into a 3. Short air ball, no good. Rebound, Wieskamp, and here come the Muskies. Joe pushing tempo hard down the lane, lays it up and in. Wieskamp with 19, and the Muskies go up now 37-24, their biggest lead of 13. Just over for Tyler. Tyler to Just again in the corner. Hutton playing really good defense tonight, as always. Wakefield back out for Gist. Melendez all over Feller. And there's a pass out of bounds, and Bettendorf looks a little rattled here in the fourth.
Some unforced error there. The Bulldog fans wanted an offensive foul on Joe's last bucket there, and I think that kind of carried over into the minds of that next possession.
Hayes and Parker check back into the Bulldog lineup. The Muskies have Folk and Howard, Wieskamp, Melendez, and Hutton. There's Jack Folk out high, bounces for Wieskamp baseline. Joe goes hard in the lane, shot on the way good. Joe just playing man ball now. He's got 21. 2 baskets here to start the fourth. There's Parker to Wakefield, over to Gist. Muskies lead by 15, 39-24. Their biggest lead of the night. Wakefield now gets it for Gist. Gist works on a Hayes screen. Now he feeds Hayes in the post. Hayes shot. No, and a foul.
Okay, that's not going to be on the block. It's down on Jackson.
It's going to be on Folk, but that'll be Jack's fourth if it's on Jack on the block. As Bryce Howard came from the weak side again to block it. Or it's only his third, Jack's third. I thought it was his fourth.
Howard with a good job, even though the foul was on the underneath with the body. Howard had a great shot block there.
Howard and Folk with 3, Hahn on the bench with 4 for the Muskies. A free throw, no good. Hayes, 2 for 5 from the stripe here in the second half.
You can tell that's not his comfort, is shooting free throws. His comfort might be pass protection. He looks like he's played some offensive line.
I bet he has. And I see their offensive line coach is standing right down there right now watching him. There's Wieskamp out high as he misses a pair. 39-24. Muskies by 15 looking to extend. Falk in the corner. Feeds Howard, and we got a foul on Hayes.
Up. Really good post up there by Bryce Howard. Draw that foul.
And that'll be the 4th foul. Actually, the 5th foul on Hayes. So the sophomore fouls out. He's played with foul trouble all night, but you can tell he's got a big upside. He's going to be a good player for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a sophomore, giving them really quality minutes, starting minutes here for this varsity squad.
Bryce Howard with 6 points and 9 rebounds, Joel, going to the line here. Played outstanding for the Muskies off the bench. Free throw rattles in good. Bryce with 7. Howard pounds a dribble. Second free throw on the way. No good to rebound. Melendez keeps it alive, but Parker clears for Bettendorf. Antonio lost his shoe. He's running down the floor.
Hey, turnover.
And there's a turnover. Bettendorf had a man advantage because of Muskie's point guard without his shoe. And now he gets a chance to fix it. This is Antonio. I tell you, what a gamer. He was running without it.
Yeah, he was covering a lot of ground, too.
40-24, Muskies by 16.
Got to untie it all and get it retied.
5:22 left in this one as they've stretched it out. They led by 2 after 1 and 8 at half.
You can tell that highly competitive soccer experience playing. He's got a chance for an uncharged timeout, taking his time, making sure his teammates get a rest. That's a soccer move right there, Brian.
Very good. Hutton walks it up for the Muskies. The Muskies have taken control of this one, up 16 now, with 5:15 left in the game. Hutton over to Melendez. Cross court for Folk. He looks at a 3. He's not taking it. Now he throws it to Howard in the post. Bryce, nice move, shot up, no good rebound. Who else? Wieskamp lays it up and in. Joe with 23 and 15, I believe. And it's 42-24, Muskies by 18. There's Gist. Gist bounces it for Parker. Parker over to Feller. Now it's Wallman who's checked back in. Over to Gist. Bettendorf does a nice job running their offense, but they're really having a hard time beating us off the dribble. There's Wallman. And now Melendez dives, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Bettendorf basketball.
Yeah, nice aggressive defense that we've seen all year long from Antonio Melendez. He's so low to the ground, and he is a shorter player, but he's got such good flexibility. He can really get down to the ball level and be pesky.
There's Wakefield with a turnaround on the inbounds.
Nice job by Howard to
good defense and a strong rebound, and the Muskies walk it up. 42-24, 4:14 to play. Hutton.
That's 10 boards for Bryce.
To Wieskamp, he goes in, and he's fouled on the floor. How many?
That was 10 boards for Bryce.
Bryce Howard. He's close to a double-double, 3 more points. Wieskamp will go to the line to shoot 2. Joe had 15 at the half, only 2 in the second quarter, but he's got 3 buckets here in the fourth, and now he's at the line, makes the first. And the Muskies stretching this thing out, which we thought they would. Bettendorf with a good game plan and a game effort, but just not enough weapons to compete. with the Muskies tonight. Wieskamp's second free throw, no good, so Joe's going to be upset with himself there. He's missed 3 of the last 4. Muskies lead now 43-24, 19 their biggest lead. There's Parker, cross-court pass now for Gist.
Nice steal.
Baseline, Alexander. Wieskamp takes it away. Joe driving hard.
Good
nice
pass.
feed to Falk, lays it up and in. Wieskamp with a steal and the assist, and Jack with the finish. And it's 45-24 Muskies.
Those last 2 offensive possessions, Wieskamp showing his ball handling ability.
Just in the corner, now to Wakefield. Wakefield rubs off, goes right, and a foul on Howard on the floor. And that'll be number 4 on Bryce.
Still in the 1-and-1. Temp Associates, the employee marketplace, bringing you Muskie basketball, along with Muscatine Lumber, Muscatine's only locally owned and operated lumberyard.
Wakefield 36% in the year, missed 2 earlier in the second half here. Free throw on the way, no good.
Lane violation.
Lane violation on Alexander. 45-24 Muskies, 3.5 to play. Hutton walks it up for the Muskies. Josh swings it over to Melendez. Melendez dribbles to his right. He's guarded by Wellman. Now they get it to Joe at the high post. Joe goes baseline, feeds Howard. Howard drives the lane, shot up, no. A lot of contact. Falk with a shot, no good. Rebound tap by Wieskamp, no. Joe gets it again, and he's fouled by Alexander. And I think that's 5 on Alexander.
That is the 18th rebound for Joe Wieskamp. I've got 7 offensive boards in those 18.
That's not 5 on Alexander by mistake. 18 rebounds for Wieskamp. And to go along with the 24 points.
Gonna get some moisture wiped off of the floor here, as there's been a lot of time spent on the floor from both of these teams. Guys really laying out, playing aggressive defense and offense and fighting for loose balls.
Bauer checks in along with Blake Tyler. So it's Bauer, Wellman, Gist, Parker, and Tyler for Bettendorf. It's Howard, Falk, Hutton, Wieskamp, and Melendez for the Muskies, and Joe knocks down the first. Second free throw by Joe is good. He makes a pair. Wieskamp with 26, and the Muskies lead 47-24. There's a pass stolen by Melendez, and he saves it for Falk. Ahead to Wieskamp. Joe one-on-one with Parker. Down the lane, lays it up and in, and a foul. Joe just completely taking this thing over in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that play all started with the defense by Melendez, getting that steal and getting that transition bucket for Wieskamp.
Wieskamp now with 28, and it's 49-24 Muskies as they've doubled up the Bulldogs. Free throw by Joe is good. Wieskamp with 29 and 18. And now almost a steal as the Muskies are up 50-24. Down the floor, Parker. Parker over to Tyler. On high for Gist. They swing it to Wellman on the left wing. Wellman bounces it into Bauer. Give and go now. And Tyler pulls up from 3 in the right wing. Good. Blake Tyler knocks it down, and that's been a long dry spell. Bettendorf's first basket of the fourth quarter with 2:32 to go. And it's 50-27 Muskies.
Yeah, the defensive pressure for Muscatine's really disrupted Bettendorf's offense.
Hutton on the right wing. And now there's a timeout. Gary Belger and the Muskies with 2:17 to play. Joe Wieskamp leads the Muskies at 29. Bryce Howard off the bench, I believe, was 7 points and 10 rebounds. Joel,
yep, that's what I've got him for.
Outstanding effort by Bryce.
And he's done some damage at the free throw line, too.
Wieskamp, give and go to Falk. Falk loses it back to Howard, out to Melendez. Belger called that up out of the huddle, and you see his reaction. He was upset because it could have been a layup on the other side, but that's the old ball coach wanting the layup there.
Yeah, you knew he'd drawn up a play that was going to work, and it would have, and just didn't get quite executed perfectly.
Good play, though. Hutton out high as Bettendorf has brought their reserves in. Connor Steele guarding him. Now they get it to Falk. Back out high for Hutton. Muskie's running some clock here. Under 2 to play. Jackson, Falk, and Howard running double high posts. Belger's trying to run another set. They get it to Howard. Wieskamp's only been held under 30 once this year, and that was 27 at Clinton. He's got 29 tonight. There's Hutton. Picks his dribble up, and he's fouled, and Josh should go to the line.
And I think they're going to hold him under 30 tonight because I think we're going to see him come out of the game here.
Yep. Coach Belger bringing in the reserves now as the starting unit, and the Muskies, top 7, have put their time in and played well.
Yeah, this wasn't an easy game because the way that Bettendorf was playing defense and using their bench to really be aggressive and be physical. Those are the kind of games that you can get yourself into some trouble with, and you can fall into some bad habits and get frustrated early. And Muscatine just didn't do that.
Muskies bring in Gabe Mulder, Joey Martinez, Drew Logol, and Tyree Williams. Hutton misses the first free throw. Josh's value isn't always in the points. He made a big 3 earlier and a 2 earlier, but he plays really good defense and smart floor leader.
And he's had some key rebounds, too. I've got him for 4 rebounds.
Scrappy as always. Tyler puts on the deck for Bettendorf. Over to Steele. His shot on the way, no good, and the rebound Muskies. Muskies walk it up, 55 seconds to play. They lead 50-27. Swing it over for Martinez, and he's fouled, actually. Belger calls a timeout just to sub out Hutton, and they get it. Nate Derricks checks back in. He knocked down 2 big free throws in the third quarter. Right off the bench, Stone Cold came in and knocked them both down. He looks to inbounds. He gets it for Martinez. He picks his dribble up. Guarded by Wellman, and now it's Gabe Mulder. Mulder guarded by Bauer. Now to Martinez. Clock at 35. Muskies looking to run this one out if they can.
Martinez showing that crossover he probably learned from his mom, former standout Muskie point guard Neil Lloyd.
Yes, she was. Now it's Mulder out high. Clock ticking away at 15. Stay tuned after the game. The Godfather's Pizza Westside Store postgame show will name our CBI Bank and Trust player of the game. Clock's at 7. Muskie's going to run this one out as Martinez dribbling it away. And, folks, that'll do it. We have a final from Bettendorf. The Muscatine Muskies go on the road and defeat the Bettendorf Bulldogs 50-27. By Hahn. He goes in, step back.
Good block.
Blocked by Lex Hahn. 3 short, no good. Rebound Howard up and in, and a foul. Bryce Howard drives into the paint. Nice pass to Wakefield. Shot blocked by Howard. And picked up by Melendez. Back to Wieskamp. Flush City. Joe, thank you very much.